Hello, Sister Goons. My name is Alex, and welcome back to Let's Play Slide 2 Band of Thieves. In this video, we're going to be tackling the second to last episode of the game. But before we can get into the meat and potatoes, there is a cutscene, and I will see you guys in just a few minutes.
Things just weren't right up in Canada. Random acts of violence were popping up like weeds, and the Northern Lights, well, they just weren't right. One night they'd be brighter than ever, and the next, gone. In Nunavut Bay, I overheard talk between Jean Bison and his mysterious partner Arpeggio. Somehow, those two are behind it all. Tracking the source of the disturbance was easy. By simply following the lights, we were led north to an immense lumber camp. The sheer number of fallen trees advertised Jean Bison's presence and that he was in possession of the Clockwerk talons. The Thievius Raccoonus makes numerous references to the talons slicing through plates of steel. A skilled lumberjack like Bison could clear a forest in hours while wielding the artifacts. Those talons have got to go, both to finally do away with Clockwerk and to save the environment from his twisted sense of progress. The world just doesn't need to make space for another strip mall.
I like that little strip mall joke. It was pretty funny. But yeah, Sly Cooper and the gang in Miss from the North, eh? I apologize to all my Canadians out there. Just, I couldn't resist the joke. Okay, so, on to the meat and potatoes, but, I do want to make a little bit of a discrepancy here. I feel like my voice and throat are being shot, my voice isn't all here today, and my throat is kind of killing me like normal. But I think it's because allergy season is starting to kick in. Okay, so here's the basic rundown for how this particular episode is going to play out. So, first we're going to be doing some reconnaissance first. Pretty much everything that we have been doing since the start of the game. But there's a reason for that. This whole yard is not on any of Bentley's maps. So we gotta take some pictures to know exactly what we're dealing with here. Oh, and Bentley also took the liberty of modifying Sly's cane, so that way it can split in two, so he can climb walls of ice, which is actually pretty handy for him. Though for combat, it doesn't really do anything. You're still just swinging a singular cane at enemies, but it is what it is. Oh, plus we mainly have like 4 spots to take pictures of for now. Excuse me, sorry. After this, we'll get into some other areas, but I decided to also keep some of my screw-ups in here because, well, I'm only human, But anyway, now I do like how I do like the look of this map because like it is supposed to be a little bit dark, but I think everything is visually distinct. Like you can make all of it out and such, but oh well. I think I'm starting to lose what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. Okay, so sorry about that. But the main thing that we're trying to do after all of this is to get Jean Bison's last Clockwerk parts. And I did want to mention that, like, in the last episode, Arpeggio said that Jean had the lion's share of the parts, and he really meant it because, like, so run down the list here, right? Dimitri had the Clockwerk tail feathers, right? So technically, you can consider that a one part because it's a series. Rajan had the Clockwerk wings, which he really only used as like a symbol of power. He didn't really use them for like any sort of malicious purposes. But he did use Clockwerk's heart for malicious purposes. Like he had like two parts here. Sorry, Rajan was the first character. I can't talk. Damn it. So, Rajan was the first character to have multiple Clockwerk parts. So at that point, we could realistically summarize that. Okay, most members would only have like one part. Certain members will only have two. But no, Jean has 4 parts: both lungs, his stomach, and the talons. And the talons actually make a lot of sense for him because they can be used as like the world's finest axe. One that doesn't need to be sharpened, and one that will never rust or, lose its luster. But this is basically Jean Bison's last stand. Now, okay, so we need to take 3 pictures in here, such as the battery charger, that little Beyblade thing that's spinning, spinner, that's what it's called. But unfortunately, it's really freaking difficult to nail. Although the front door is pretty easy to see. It's just it's crude but effective, The spinner is incredibly difficult to nail a picture of because it's moving way too damn fast. And even when you get it in frame, the game is saying, "Oh, nope. That's not how you're supposed to do it, man." It's like screw you. Just let me do this shit, man. Count it towards my goal. Jesus. But eventually, I do manage to get it, finally. Though it was pretty annoying, as you can see. And, well, of course, we may as well just get a picture of Jean while we're here, because, probably just to help remind us who we're supposed to be going after and all that. But he also has the Clockwerk talons on him now. Oh, but this is where he actually unveils an idea that Bentley can use so we can actually get the talons. He offers the talons as a prize for whoever beats him in the lumberjack contest, but he is the grand champion multiple times in a row. But I think I'll go over that after this little cutscene that we're gonna be experiencing right now. So I will see you guys in a minute.
Well, guys, Jean Bison has unknowingly thrown down the gauntlet. With the Clockwerk talons as a trophy, we'd be fools not to participate in his lumberjack games. Fortunately, due to frequent avalanches, a log chopping guide was frozen in a wall of ice not far from our position. Sly, you're in charge of acquiring the book. I'm sure it will prove invaluable. Now, we're all aware that Arpeggio's blimp is coming to pick up another battery. To sneak aboard without incident, I'd recommend we pull a Trojan horse. and stow away inside the battery. However, the location of the device is still a mystery. We need some inside information. So, working together, you two will infiltrate the Moose Guard's secret RC combat club. Those guys all work in the lighthouse. If you win the battle, I'm sure they'll talk. Despite his antique mind, Jean Bison's no fool. To keep tabs on him, we'll need to bug his house, steal the radio tags off local bears, and then jerry-rig them into a sensor array. It's a challenging set of tasks, and that blimp's on its way. Let's get to work.
Long and short of it, we need to... Okay, so, long and short of it, there is a manual that is trapped in ice, right? And we need to figure out how to get that. So, so first of all, what I decided to do is to go for the bear side quest first. Bear cave bugging. Because I think that for jobs like this, you want to go for a communications first. That way, you can keep an ear out for what your target is doing. Plus, it's not all that far, or it's not that far or anything like that. You just gotta, jump on that house and you'll be good to go. Just as soon as, like, I think that's another thing I'm not too big on with the jumping here. It's very selective when it wants to do something, you know? The house seems like the perfect height that I could just double jump on, but the game was not letting me have that. So
I'm always up for bugging someone's home.
Okay, so what we gotta do is that we gotta get inside of that cave. Now there are 6 bears in that cave. Dad bears, and they each have a little radio transceiver inside of their mouths. So when they're yawning, you need to swipe that thing out. And if you wake them, it's a game over, so try not to do anything. Yeah, that ice right there is going to give you away, so just try to find a smart way about doing all this stuff. And there you go. A radio transmitter tooth. But anyway, so thankfully the game has some mercy, so you can jump or crawl away from the ice, which is very, very handy. Otherwise it just would have been freaking impossible to do, so, you know. Oh, and also, if you see those little patches, do not, I repeat, do not step on them, because that is going to be a mission fail if you decide to do that. But also pay closer attention to what I did originally, because I thought that there wasn't really a way to get past some of the stuff, but you know, eventually did it. I want to say the biggest trick for this is actually waiting for the bear's mouth to open, but I'm not too sure on that. Also, like, I don't know how, like, the clanging of the canes just, like, don't wake this bear up, but, you know, like, game logic, I guess. Anywho, so I was a bit stuck here for a minute. Oh no, I wasn't. I just had to go the other way, I guess. But I just needed like one more bear, and it was Oh, well, actually, like right here was where the camera was really starting to bug me for this game, because I was trying to do some precise platforming, but all of a sudden my camera decided to just like screw around with me. Like holy shit! I'm so glad that I'm so glad that I was even able to finish this game with that in mind. But thankfully, this is the last tooth that we need, so we can just head on out and do the rest of the mission. And do not try to bum rush your way through everything here, because slow and steady wins the race. Caution avoids a lot of unwanted attention. So. Right, so, hold on. I need some water.
Easy enough.
Once you're in position, hit the circle button to place the transmitter.
So, yeah, now we just gotta head to certain places on the map so that way we can lay down the radio transceiver. They can be a little bit tricky, especially if your camera is like mine and it just seems to like have a mind of its own sometimes. I really freaking hate that. But if you manage to fall from a certain height, it's not impossible to get back up there with the PS2 limits, along with the slide collection. It's just that with the PS5, it is a little more forgiving because of the rewind feature, and will save you a little bit of time if you decide to actually use it, which I do take a bit of liberal use with it. So that's tooth number 1. And now we just need to plant the other 5. And the main reason that we're doing this is, well, I want to say that the main target that we do is in Jean's house, but I could be misremembering that. I could be, but oh well. Just point is like we got to do all this stuff, so yeah, we can actually we can actually move along with the story. And speaking of which, I should probably mention this. I kind of like this particular this particular episode's map, because like, yeah, it is meant to be dark, but it's not so dark that you can't see anything. And a lot of things don't blend in with one another like a lot of the previous missions did, And yeah, I did decide to do that much of a rewind because I was not happy with how that was without any of that was going. So, just like try to do whatever you can, and just try to make your way up, right? Anyhow, but I will admit that this particular particular episode in the game feels like it goes on forever, mainly at the beginning, because you have to do a lot of this parkour and stuff, and you're trying to go through certain certain locations and whatnot, like very specific points, and it can get a little bit frustrating at times, but you just gotta suck it up and deal, I guess. So just try to be a more no I kind of lost the words I was looking for. I apologize. I tend to do that a lot. Excuse me. So, now... Oh, right. I rather liked how this, particular chapter came to an end and how it bleeds into the next chapter. But we will get to that soon. We will get to it soon. We just got a few more videos to go through. Okay. And actually, it may help me out just a little bit here. Well, actually, no. I was gonna say that, but then I realized no, that wouldn't work. So, well, anyway, point is we are almost at the end of the game. This is the second to last chapter, so take this with as much oh, okay, sorry. I got distracted by the bear mauling the moose. But yeah, this is supposed to be the last second to last chapter of the game, and we're almost done. We just got this and one more to deal with, and it is the end credits where I can give my final thoughts on the game and actually, actually try to move on with something. And hopefully I can actually get some other projects that I've been meaning to do off the ground, at least sometime in November or something. I don't know. But anyway, sorry about that. Okay, so what I decided to end up doing was that I added in this next mission here because I thought, okay, we may get a little, well, okay, so we might not, no, I remember now, sorry. So I thought that I was going to do the Murray mission next, but I decided against it because it still had a Sly mission to do. So that's what this is. But I did add something that was supposed to go, well, it was supposed to be tacked on for the last video, but I decided to tack it on here, mainly because I thought that it would make sense to, mainly because I wanted to save myself a little bit of time, because looking at the footage looking at the length of the video file, it is 35 minutes, and I'm probably going to be cutting a lot of things out of it already. Who knows? You'll have to wait till Friday. But yeah, this particular mission starts out kind of funky, mainly because of the laser systems and that wobbly ass platform. But again, like, rewind feature for the win. You can actually save yourself a little bit of time and frustration if you decide to do it. But I also decided to add in the footage that was supposed to go in here. Well, okay, so sorry. Okay, so I completely missed the vault here for the bottles, which I did get off camera, right? Now, it is on the ground floor in this particular room, but I just completely just went past that shit. Okay. Now, for the next video, what I planned on doing was adding a sort of like a 2-minute clip onto the end of it, but it was already like pushing 35 minutes. So I decided against it, and instead I decided to add it on here, and it's and it's not really going above 30, so... Well, like, the footage itself might be a little bit over 30, but I don't really... But we'll see. But anyway, now with this particular mission, we're basically just guiding this laser beam onto a frozen structure that is somewhere in the map, right? But you need to keep track of that thing, otherwise you are gonna get lost. Though I did speed it up for you guys because I know you didn't want to see me just running around the map all day. So just speed it up to about a couple of minutes or so, and then we can just get on with the main story. Plus, it might be the last time they actually get to hear this song for the playthrough, so you can rejoice. You're the best. But, yeah. Behind the scenes for this one, I was like, okay, where the hell is this thing gonna go? Like, why do we need to do all of this, like, randomized shit just so I can melt something in a freaking wall? Like, why can't I just, like, Dad, why couldn't I just do that from the start, Would have been a hell of a lot easier. But we managed to unfreeze a mammoth. Yeah, dead ass, just a plain woolly mammoth. But unfortunately, he gets frozen again. You thought elephants were smart, huh?
Cheer up, pal. We got the log chopping guide.
Sorry about that. Need a drink. And now, time to get the page from that vault. Move from the vault. Sorry. So yeah. I could have gone through here, but I unfortunately decided against it. I thought, okay, this might be a little more trouble than it's worth. I'll just go the intended way around. And also, I wasn't sure if I could jump back onto the saw at all, so, just sort of had to do with what I could, Just going through the laser grids and trying to deal with awkward cameras again. And of course, guards there that are just drunk off of maple syrup. Like, I get that they wanted to add that little joke in there for like some of the older players, but why maple syrup aside from being set in Canada, right? Like, I really don't get it. But there you go. There is the vault, and as soon as we're done here, it is the end of the actual footage. Yeah, and of course I messed it up because for some reason slide just doesn't want to work with me sometimes. And that is the lightning spin. I want to say that's like a charge, or like a I want to say it's like a one-time charge move that you can do, but I don't really know. And hey, it was just 2 minutes under 30. It was 2 minutes under 30, so good timing. But anyway, I'll try not to keep this outro very long because we're only pushing 30 minutes already. But yeah, with these particular missions out of the way, it should start to ramp up as we go along. So sit tight for that. And I think I'm just gonna give my throat and voice a break. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and if you're new around here, Please subscribe to the channel because we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers and every little bit can help. Also, if for some reason YouTube still has you on restricted mode, please turn that off so that way you'll see every video that I upload. Until next time, Social Goons, remember, reach